Okay, so hello everyone. I'm Katie Peterson and this is Lance Sigdestad. We are here to do a brief tutorial on using South Dakota's newest service of Relay Conference Captioning. This is a free service that is available to anyone in South Dakota. Whenever you have a meeting like this Zoom and you'd like to have captioning available, that is an option now. So we're going to start off with the process of how to request that. So I'm going to reset some of this. So what you'll want to do is open up the requesting site, which is Relay South Dakota, or sdrelay.com. And you will see at the top an option for RCC, which stands for Relay Conference Captioning. And there is a box on the side where you'll set up and reserve an event. So you can put in your information as somebody who's requesting who's not necessarily using the services, or the deaf person's name can be in there. This is intended for participating in conference calls, webinars, or multi-party calls. We're checking that off. And I certify that I'm requesting for myself or participants who are deaf and hard of hearing, so we're grateful for Lance for joining so that I don't have to lie on that part. We do have a deaf or hard of hearing individual participating in the call, and by the way, who is watching a sign language interpreter off to the side, which is why he's not always facing the camera. Let's see. It does need to be a 605 phone number. That kind of verifies that it's a South Dakota service. I'm just going to be like in the movies and make up one. Then you'll give the teleconference phone number. So you'll need to set up or know what the Zoom phone number is, or what number that everyone is using to join the call so that the captioner is able to hear. So you enter in your phone number. A lot of the web meetings now have a meeting ID or a passcode to get in. You'll need that as well. And then you can actually just put the Zoom link right in there so that the captioner will join, and that makes it easier so that they can see who's talking and improve the accuracy of their work. And then the important part is actually giving them some idea of what they're preparing for. And so the same as we do in sign language interpreting, it's nice to know what you're going to get into, and especially since this will be an English transcript, it's nice to have, like, if there's spelling of names that might be unique spellings, if there's words you use that are acronyms, you'll want to include that information, and that will make the actual captioning that much more accurate. So once you submit the request, you have to put in the date and the time, and then you can have options about whether you want to keep a transcript or not, and that can be saved for use later. Once you do all of that, they will send you an email with a link. And so when you join into your Zoom, you can put that in the chat for everybody else to see if they'd like to. And I'm going to jump over and show that. So now you can see that this actual call has all been transcribed as we've gone along. And so you can watch the captions. And Lance, if you want to open the captions, there's a link in the chat box of the Zoom. But anyway, so you can see your meeting and your attendees, and you may even have the sign language interpreter on screen as you go, but then you've got this option of having captions, and you can adjust your size, you know, a little half and half, whatever is easier to see both captions and the people on the screen. It can get to be a lot if you've got people sharing their PowerPoints as well. So you can adjust the sizes of your different screens however you need to so that you can use the captions, your interpreters, participating on the screen in the Zoom. You've got a lot of options with it. So that was all we wanted to share with you today. Thank you for participating.